Get ready for some massive football drama right out of the gate. We start with a huge shakeup at Juventus, as Real Madrid star hands Juventus a massive transfer blow. We dive deep into how this potential move could completely reshape the Bianconeri's ambitions for the coming season and what it means for their competitive edge. Places Juventus in a unique position among Conte's former clubs. And finally, we look at the bigger picture surrounding Antonio Conte's exit. We examine the full context of why Conte is leaving Napoli and what it signifies for the future of the club. Don't miss this full breakdown. Stay tuned right here for all the latest football news. Real Madrid star has delivered a significant blow to Juventus in the ongoing transfer market. The news, reported by OneFootball on May 19, 2026, indicates that a prominent player from Real Madrid has successfully secured a transfer to Juventus. This development is expected to reshape the competitive landscape for both clubs as the transfer window progresses. Further details regarding the specific player involved and the terms of the deal are anticipated in forthcoming reports. Juventus is facing a significant internal crisis following a recent 2-0 loss to Fiorentina, which dropped the club from 3rd to 6th place in the penultimate weekend of the 2025-26 season. Reports indicate a complete breakdown in the working relationship between manager Luciano Spalletti and CEO Antonio Conte at Conte, with sources describing their connection as non-existent. The tension appears to stem primarily from Comolli's failure to secure a crucial striker signing during the winter transfer window, a request that Spalletti reportedly prioritized. Instead of the desired profile, Comolli was unable to bring in a suitable forward, leading to the reliance on players like Jonathan David and Lais Openda to fill the void during Dusan Vlahovic's injury absence. This inability to bolster the attack has coincided with inconsistent goal-scoring performance throughout the season, despite increased opportunities created under Spalletti. The situation has escalated further as Juventus' chances of qualifying for the Champions League next season have become slim. Tuttosport reported that John Elkann, Juventus de facto owner, is currently evaluating Comolli's role, a position that is under threat if the club fails to qualify for Europe's premier competition. Spalletti has reportedly intensified the pressure, suggesting he will meet with Elkann this week. According to Tuttosport, Spalletti is effectively issuing an ultimatum. He is not demanding Comolli's dismissal outright, but he is unlikely to continue working with him if Comolli retains sporting responsibilities. These underlying issues, compounded by the transfer failure, have created a severe rift between the two figures. The future of both Spalletti and Comolli at Juventus now hinges on the team's performance in the final matches of the 2025-26 season. Antonio Conte is set to depart Napoli at the conclusion of the 2025-26 season by mutual agreement, marking a significant shift in the landscape of Italian football management. This departure means Juventus stands as the sole club where Conte has remained in a position for longer than 2 seasons. Reports from leading Italian outlets confirm the agreement will be finalized as the season concludes on Sunday. Conte is reportedly linked with a potential return to the Italy national team setup. His tenure at Napoli will conclude after 2 seasons, following a period where he guided the club to its 4th Scudetto and secured the 2025-26 Supercoppa Italiana. Successors to Conte are expected to emerge quickly, with Maurizio Sarri and Massimiliano Allegri identified as early frontrunners for the role. Napoli is poised to become the 8th club where Conte has departed within just 2 seasons, a figure that rises to 9 when including his time leading the Italy national team. Conte's career trajectory includes several high-profile stints. His time at Juventus was notable, as he led the club to 3 consecutive Serie A titles and 2 Supercoppa Italiana trophies before moving to manage the Italy national team in 2014. Prior to Juventus, Conte had brief spells at Arezzo, Bari, Atalanta, and Siena. His tenure at Inter Milan also saw him secure a Scudetto, though his departure was reportedly due to disagreements with the board. Conte has also managed Chelsea in the Premier League between 2016 and 2018, before moving to Tottenham, where he left in March 2023 amid reported frustrations with the senior hierarchy. In his final phase at Napoli, Conte has managed 90 competitive fixtures, achieving a win rate of 56.67% across 51 wins, 22 draws, and 17 losses. Antonio Conte is on the verge of departing Napoli at the conclusion of the 2025-26 season, marking a significant chapter in his coaching career. Reports from leading Italian outlets indicate that Conte will leave the club by mutual agreement, with the season concluding on Sunday. This departure means Juventus stands as the sole exception to Conte's 2-year tenure rule at a single club. Conte has 1 year remaining on his contract with Napoli, which extends until the summer of 2027, but he is expected to exit the Stadio Maradona without receiving severance pay. Maurizio Sarri and Massimiliano Allegri are prominently named as early contenders to take the reins. This move concludes Conte's 2-season spell in Naples, a period that included guiding the club to its 4th Scudetto and winning the 2025-26 Supercoppa Italiana. Napoli is projected to become the 8th different club where Conte has departed after just 2 seasons, rising to 9 if his time managing the Italy national team is factored in. Conte's history with various clubs is extensive. His time at Juventus remains the longest continuous spell, where he secured 3 consecutive Serie A titles and 2 Supercoppa Italiana trophies before moving on to manage the Italy national team in 2014. Prior to Juventus, his career included brief stints at Arezzo and Bari, a short spell at Atalanta, and a season with Siena. Following his national team tenure, Conte coached Chelsea in the Premier League from 2016 to 2018 before his departure. He returned to Italian football with Inter in 2019, winning the Scudetto before leaving amid reported disagreements with the board. More recently, Conte managed Tottenham Hotspur from November 2021, departing in March 2023 due to frustration with the senior management. Leading up to his exit from Napoli, Conte has amassed 90 competitive Partenope fixtures, achieving a win rate of 56.67% with 51 wins, 22 draws, and 17 losses.